Hey YouTube, how you guys doing? My name is Kyle, you know me as Dragonmar, and welcome to a new video. First and foremost, I want to say thank you everybody who's been tuning into the Twitch streams. It has been incredible since going full time. The growth and the viewership and just the community over there on Twitch has been amazing. Thank you everybody so much. With that being said, we do have a VOD review today, and it is a special VOD. We got a VOD here of Salty Matt, who is one of our community members. Always see him around. Good to see you, Salty. And he redeemed a VOD review through my Twitch channel with 20,000 channel points. You earn that just from watching. And I said, hey, why not throw one up on YouTube of this? So we have a Bronze 3 Omen. Now, you guys know I'm an Omen main myself, so I think I'll have some good advice here to give to our friend Salty Matt. And I am excited to see what he has in store for us. Also looks like he uses some of the same skins as me. So maybe in some ways we're about to watch a little bit of my gameplay. Which is, I don't know if that's sad or funny, but whatever. With that being said, though, guys, if you do enjoy the video, hey, hit that like button, subscribe, and of course, tap that bell. I'd love to see you guys back here in the future or on stream. Remember, I do stream pretty much every single day now, starting at 12 p.m. Eastern. That's noontime for me. And yeah, let's begin the VOD review. All right, guys, and with that sound, it is time. Jump into the VOD review. So, we have Salty Matt here playing Omen, like I was saying. Moving in, goes for, so you're gonna notice this smoke over here, right? Gets a nice headshot, but you notice that smoke? Now, that's an interesting smoke. That's something that people used to do very early on in the game because it blocks off logs. The only problem is it does allow a player to stay on site. You just have to be careful with that smoke because sometimes it will put you into some trouble, but as long as your team knows, hey, that is where we're putting a smoke. You generally are okay with that one, but a lot of people, especially in the higher ranks, do prefer the smoke to go to CT. Now, let's see what the play here is after. Okay, 2 players spotted. Wall about to break. Player on bomb. Having trouble connecting with the raise. Oh, but the teammate will get it. And a nice little round there for the attackers. All right, so jumping into round 2 here. Salty is moving up towards double doors here, garage. Goes for the window smoke. You guys know me. Love myself a good window smoke. Looks like it might be a little off to the left, potentially. Let's see if there's a crack here. Let's see if he can get in quick enough. Oh, but there it is. Then this is what happens when you take too long in mid with no other mid. So if you take too long by garage with no mid control, you do always risk getting flanked. And that's exactly what happened here. Just went a little bit too slow there. Just not necessarily Salty's fault, but definitely want to pick up the pace and always want to have that internal clock that says, hey, I got to move faster because they're right behind me. All right, now the team did win that round, and Salty actually kind of throwing a weird smoke here. Not quite sure what that smoke is for. Oh, no. Actually, we're going to have to rewind this just to check that one back one more time here. Yeah, just you're going to notice there, just the spray. He starts shooting before he's on the target. We'll look at that one more time, actually. Notice how he shoots before he's on target. Misses. See how the Reyna was moving to his right and he shot to the left? Then you have to adjust. Really important at that range, your first shot has to hit. Have to be more careful there. And unfortunately, we'll go down there to the sheriff. All right, so after losing that round, oh my gosh. Okay, so Salty's throwing these low smokes towards logs in hallway towards garage. Not really sure why. Flash plat, that will connect with the raise, but nobody's going in. Uh-oh, it cannot shroud a step there. Has to fall back now. That's a lot of utility gone. And the enemy team is well aware, so they're going to have to rotate here. Smart. Definitely smart. Now, one thing I want to say about this is that if you're going to push up C long, you have to go together and you have to explode out. It's one of those things where if you trickle in, you always risk the potential of getting snowballed and getting sprayed through smoke. I think had they gone for any sort of other type of aggressive push there, there's just no way they get through that. I can't even tell you guys the amount of times I have gotten sprayed through that smoke at the top of C long. Oh, but a nice teleport here from Salty. We'll find the who is that? A Jet below him there. And what's great about that is he gets up early enough to where they don't necessarily know where he TP'd to. Uh-oh. I don't think he meant to do that. But 27 health there. Nice play by Salty. Remember, guys, I always tell you, one of the things that separates good and bad omens is the fact that good omens will get on top of things and use their shrouded step. A lot of bad omens will not even use a single shrouded step in the entire game. Oh my gosh. Salty, scare me there with that flick, but the Jet does find the kill. Good around there. All right, so going for the smoke into heaven here to start the round off. Oh, teammate will die from player sewer, though. Let's see. How is he going to play this? Another teammate dies. I would have loved to have seen him push earlier. Oh, but he finds the kill. So I'm going to rewind this just because I want to see that spray again. Yeah. Really have to make sure we're connecting that first shot. Take a look at this. Ready? See how he's behind? You see those trail of bullets? That is something you want to try to correct as soon as possible. Now, best way to do that, in my opinion, probably go to deathmatch. But as you saw there, he had about 6 bullets that were just behind that Omen. He hits those sooner, easy kill. But because he missed, he risks the chance of dying there. And you never ever want to put yourself in a spot where you could potentially die. Now, this is a great play. Whether intentional or not, is able to sort of hide himself from that Reyna as she pushes out of the smoke. And on top of that, did you notice where those Leers went? He was blocking it with the sight box. Very smart. Gets the kill. Backs up off the jet and sprays through smoke as she's inside rose smoke. I really like that round. Probably the best round we've seen so far from Salty. Nice job. All right, so jumping into round 6 here. Salty going for the smoke heaven. Now, remember, look at where they are. Smoking heaven right now. You're so far away from sight. The enemy team is already rotating. I talk about this a lot. You guys know that. When you are this far from a site, you are always risking the chance of a fast rotate. And you always put your team at a slight disadvantage. If you wait a second or two there, Salty, I think you get a lot more value out of the smoke. And you probably... What on earth did I just watch? How is he down there right now? Anyways, you want to just wait a little bit longer. I've talked about it a lot in my videos. I won't talk about it much here, but just remember, wait till your team is closer on that one. All right, so moving into the next round here on round 7. Now, we are up 5-1. This is a pretty decent start to the game, but now this is where you have to put the game away. Oh, no, Salty. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Let's watch that back, shall we, chat? Oh, I actually just muted that. So I want to watch this back. Take a look. Ready? See that miss? See that? Watch this spray. Crosshair seems pretty good, but see the crouch? You see the crouch? I think he lost because of crouch. He was a little bit too quick there. Just didn't leave his crosshair long enough and pulled down too early there and just misses that spray. Have to hold on to that one. That was such an easy kill for you. And then unfortunately, you get 2 deaths that round off the res. Raise ult ya. So yeah, in that situation in the last round, that is one of those situations where you have to trust your aim, and I don't think Salty did. It felt like he was just ready to pull down on the gun there, and he could have left it. He could have left it up much longer. And unfortunately, when you pull down too early, guess what happens? You miss. And here he goes for the TP behind. Now, I'm not entirely sure why he didn't wait a little bit longer. Wait for the team to come window so they can collapse together. Either way, he does go down. Just have to be ready. Whenever you go for the TP with Omen, you know that there's going to be at least 1 to 2 defenders who will turn around and try to find you. Have to be careful. All right, starting off round 9. Taking a look down a sewer. Omen TPing. Okay, we'll spot, I think, just Sage, maybe Killjoy. Maybe not too much info, but maybe enough to where you say, hey, let's go to another site here.
I think we can rotate.
Okay, looks like they're going to back up off of that. Now, Salty about to have a second smoke. Does have full utility. I'd like to see a big play with a blind here. Maybe a blind through garage and a split push onto C or something. Looks like he will position himself, though, over here towards A with his Killjoy team coming as well. So, let's check the smoke timing here. Okay, holding, going. Goes off contact, smart. Killjoy went a little early there, I think, because he probably would have wanted his Omen to be with him for the trade. Enemy Phoenix gets a kill, I think, from Heaven. And he'll just run away. Okay, little dangerous run, but he does get away safely. Re-smokes Heaven, Phoenix does die. Player spotted towards CT. Nice spray down on the raise there. Started a little bit low, but follows it up with a nice headshot onto the jet. Nice round there for Salty again. Good smokes. I like the timing a lot more there. Spray on the raise was a little rough. You started low, but you did end high with the headshot, so that is good. And then a great kill onto the jet as well. Nice round here for Salty. All right, so we are moving into mid now. Haven't seen much garage control here. Now, remember, one of the great things about Omen is that his blind is so large, you can really get a lot of value out of it. Now, one thing I want to note. Oh, great game sense here from Salty to check that corner. But you see that double box there? You have to always check that as well. Whenever you're playing against an Omen, very common spot for an Omen to play if he's playing garage. Oh, Salty. Gotta turn away from those flashes. Okay. Wow. So see that box there on the left, guys? You have to check that as well. I did not see him check that, but when you're getting flashed, turn. Make sure you turn. Whip that mouse as hard as you can. It does help. It is hard to do. A lot harder than Counter-Strike, I've noticed, but it is still worth it. All right, so here comes the push now. Smoke, once again, leaving a little gap in garage. Not sure why. I'm assuming they can see over that corner of that smoke. Is there a corner on a smoke? I don't know. Good question, chat. Is there a corner on a smoke? Anyways. Now we're in mid, 3v5. So, in a tough spot, but 7-3 here. Sage does get the kill. Okay, Salty, a little bit off with the spray there, but does end up getting the headshot onto the Reyna, who pushes through. Now it's a 3v3. Plenty of time to work with here. They don't have to rush. Oh, a res as well. That is actually huge. Oh, and a kill. Wow, this went from a 5v3 to a 4v2. Phoenix pushes mid, finds a kill. That means potentially one person on A. They know where one player is. I always get a little bit scared there of running to a site with knife out, even when you're that close with help. Your teammate had an op. If that jet was on site, I worry that they're going to get the two kills on you guys there. I don't think you need to blind this. This is a little bit early. Okay. So yeah, right there, a little early on the blind, right? Not really serving a purpose unless you're going to peek that. And if you are going to peek that, Salty, you don't have to peek that, right? If you just smoke that, hold with your team, go for trades, that is the smart play. The peek is a little bit too aggressive in my opinion. All right, so final round of the first half. We are going to start with what looks like an A push, smoke into heaven. Now remember, that smoke went down early. That means they have time to rotate. Paranoia from the enemy Omen, followed up by his own. Moving into sight here. Okay, gets a little distracted by his jet, but that, my friend, is why you need to split push sites, because you always end up leaving one spot completely uncovered, and the Omen relocated, it looked like, over towards short, and just catches Salty just kind of looking. Oh my gosh, how does that happen? All right, guys. Now, as we jump into the second half, a few things I want to note here from Salty. Not enough value out of Paranoia, I don't think, on attack. I think there was definitely some value left on the table. I think looking for more aggressive plays with the Omen there on attack is something that will really benefit him moving forward. On top of that, I think that he needs to just slow it down a tad with the game. Now, obviously, nice double kill here for Salty sitting in this corner. Ooh, and is able to get out too. Just, it seemed like a few times he rushed his shots a little bit, and I think that cost him some rounds. Nice round here, though. Does get those 2 frags, and the bomb is down here in mid. This should be a good round for the team, and they do pick it up. All right, up 9-4. Game is looking very, very winnable here. You love to see it. Now, buys the Bulldog. Second round. Now, I know on my stream, you guys have been seeing us go for a lot of bonus rounds. Now, a bonus round is when you win first, then you win second, and you keep your guns for third. The Bulldog is a bit of a risk, though, because it is very expensive. And as you can see, Salty has no money. So if he dies in that round, he is kind of screwed for the next round. And unfortunately here, he does die. Now, I do want to rewind. I just want to kind of show you guys what happens here. So, very, very important to look at map control. There is no control of C and no control of garage. You have seen 3 players in your map. That means that 2 at that time were unseen. What ends up happening is he just gets flanked. And this is part of the problem with leaving your spot a little too early, is that you always open up the possibility of someone coming from the spot where you should be guarding. And that's exactly what happens there. He just kind of gets caught with his pants down. And in that situation, I think you want to hold garage a little bit longer, just because it's such a high traffic area. And when a team is taking B, generally they're going to send people into window as well. Just one of those things, I guess, that you want to just remember, you know? All right, so starting off what looks like round 16, I believe. No, round 15 here. Gets blinded by the Reyna. Don't know if he sees him. Now, playing plat, guys, is a very tough spot to play. Why? Look, now he has to look at CT and he has to look at garage, as well as worry about the push from long. It's just, oh my gosh. Oh, he's going to find the Omen, though. That's beautiful. Maybe smoke garage here and just make sure you get the gun. Nope, he's just going to walk for the gun. Okay. Guardian. Let's see what he could do here. Now, one thing I want to say, too, about that is because he's giving up garage control, he allows flanks into B from window. If his team knows about that, fine. But it is a huge disadvantage for the team there. Oh, has to be careful of B, though. Yeah, see? So bomb goes down here for Salty. And looks like Phoenix is gonna, oh, I think what he does here, he should run around actually. Run around and maybe try to catch Phoenix ult. I think that would be the play actually. So to run around spawn here, go to A link and try to find the Phoenix ult. Oh, nice kill. Let's see what we can do here. 1v1, knows Phoenix ulted from roughly on site, maybe towards A link or towards spawn probably. Could be backside as well. Gonna have to use those smokes for sure. Okay, yeah, so unfortunately here, what do we see? Well, he smokes one side, but he doesn't actually clear the other. Watch this clear. Ready? Left. But where can a player be, guys? You know it. Up on top of that little sort of ledge in the back of B there. And I think that's exactly where Phoenix was. He was chilling. Salty obviously made a ton of noise, and it just gave himself away. He kind of telegraphed that play. Has to be a little more sneaky there, Salty.
Like if they... Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Also, another thing I want to note about that particular round is that you also probably could have used a shrouded step if you wanted to. Even if it's just a bait, you could always throw a smoke on top site, shrouded step into your own position, and then maybe you see that Phoenix try to find you. It's a fun little play. You could go for it every now and then. A little fake. Did that today. It was pretty awesome. All right, let's see. Looking for a teleport. Okay. Teleports garden, but he teleports out in the open. Kind of an interesting TP.
I don't think they've rotated yet then.
Not exactly sure what Salty was looking to gain from that TP. Oh, does that blind the Phoenix? It does not. Ooh. Okay, kind of lucky there. Kind of a high flash. If you guys noticed, it went a little bit high there. Might want to bring that down, but I like the idea. Aggressive play. Little questionable on the ult, though. Not really. If you were trying to help your jet, maybe, I guess. But I'm not really sure if that's what you were going for there. All right. Gonna sit in this corner now. We haven't seen Salt in this position now. Another big problem with this position when you're soloing a site is that it allows players to sort of walk up long without you being able to get any information on them, which is always a problem because that sort of allows them to take control and then potentially even kill your garage player if they're in a weird spot. So really important to remember when you are soloing these sites, you want to make sure you're in a position where you're not like obscuring your own vision, right? Because it makes it even harder to play. This is something I struggle with too. I often get on top of objects like over on A, the double box. You guys know I love getting on top of that. And what happens is if I'm soloing the site, people just walk in behind me. And it's kind of like, what am I doing, right? Like, am I a bot? Like, I don't know. But nonetheless, Salty finds 2 kills there, but does go down in the end. Looks like the team actually just kind of ended up losing control there. But still, I think Salty might want to reconsider that position when he's soloing the site. All right, so round 18 starts. Salty back up here on top of Plat, playing off of his Killjoy, it looks like. Now, what's important to remember here is that Salty is not using his smokes quite yet. And one of the things you want to do with Omen is essentially use a smoke on cooldown on defense. If nothing else, it really helps establish map control. And that's something we haven't really seen from Salty very much. He's establishing map control with his smokes and helping his team. I don't know if I've seen him smoke for his team yet. Which is something you want to do, and you want to ask your team too. I'm like, hey, do you guys like need a smoke? Like, I can help you mid, whatever it is, right? You want to help. So maybe also something Salty should consider there is that, hey, I can smoke for my teammates as well as myself. And if you're not using your smokes in a round, you're kind of wasting what makes Omen so great. All right. Salty back into garage here, starting off around 19, 10-8, so things have closed up a bit. Okay, good. Gonna smoke mid there for his team. I like that. Wall was broken, as you guys saw, so it is good to get that smoke down. Just to sort of cover things up. You don't want to really let them get too much info there, and considering smokes are free, use them. I am very concerned about a jet getting through there, but hey, Salty, good job identifying it and gets the kill. Okay, player in garage. Or maybe the player just killed something. Turret. Oh my god, that turret is in a very weird spot. That turret's in a spot where you essentially just want to play off the turret contact, so you almost can't even peek garage here. Kind of a weird setup for KJ, but hey, works out. Nice little round here. They needed this one. Okay.
Just give up.
Round 20, 11-8. A chance to really put this game away. Let's see what Salty has in store for us. Playing window. Has not used his smoke yet this round. Attacker is going into A. Salty, you definitely use your smoke here. Maybe your friend should have called for it earlier. Ooh, Salty. Noticing he's actually stopping his movement to use his smoke. that's something you want to try to move while you smoke. Just you don't want to slow yourself down, but unfortunately, that was a pretty overwhelming rush over there on A, and perhaps Salty could look in this round to use a smoke over there to support his teammate. All right, another round starts. No smoke off the start. Now, remember, guys, even if you're not playing somewhere, it is always good to use your smokes, and I like that. Salty does use his smoke in mid. Now, one thing I will say is, you can also smoke mid window. Oh, right below you, Salty. You got to peek that. Nice kill. One more player below you. I would definitely use your Paranoia. Yep. Now back up and move. Okay. Ooh, he finds the kill. Goes down to the nade. I like that. Good value. Maybe a little bit slow on the peak, but good value out of that. A 2-for-1 and takes down 2 duelists as well. I like that play a lot from Salty, and a good job using the stinger there also to get those frags. But gets rezzed back. We'll reload. Weapons down here in garage. Okay, jump back in there. Yep, you gotta get away from that Phoenix now.
Phoenix's garage.
All right, let's see. What can Salty do here? So, right now, 1 smoke available. I think you go for a better weapon. And just try to work with your team. Nice. Good kill. Grab your gun. Under you. Okay, that was harder than it should have been, but he got it. 2v1 now. No, this is tough. Losing that jet sucks because you kind of need her alive. Wow, Omen, for some reason, is pushing you. Let's see what to play. Oh my gosh! The Phoenix walking, lurking, finds you in window. Unfortunate there. Good try, though. Omen probably shouldn't have peeked you there, but you'll take those when you can get them. And unfortunately, in that situation, you needed your jet to stay alive to help you. And then after that, they just hunted you. All right. Potential for overtime here. We'll have a Vandal, full armor, and utility. Smoking mid to help. I like it. I'm loving the smokes now. Oh my god, jet floating. Did she have to judge? Oh gosh, what are jets, man? What are they? Different breed, I tell you. A different breed. All right, looking for a smoke in mid.
We'll watch together, Sage.
We'll use it. Now, Sage is going to fall off that wall in a second. Oh, Siri is turning on. Not you, buddy. You go away. You go to sleep. All right, teleport spawn. Oh, no. Okay, he's going for it. Now, why? Let's see. What's the play here? Player long. Oh, no. He goes for the play and gets shot by the Phoenix. Guys, you have to be careful with your Omen teleports. Oh, man. It is so easy to throw the rounds if you do. And unfortunately here, Salty goes for it, but gets nothing out of it and ends up dying there. Potentially putting his team, actually puts his team in a bad spot here. Now, one thing I want to say about that teleport is that a lot of what I tell people with Omen ults is that you use them for information, not so much just going for the teleport. One great use for an Omen teleport is for helping with rotations. If a teammate's getting rushed in a site, you can teleport like across the map to go help them. That's a good use. Teleporting for info as well. Late in a round, you can TP to somewhere where you think maybe a team is stacking up before a push. Get info as well. That's good. But teleporting into spawn is something you have to be careful of because it's kind of like a noob trap in a way where it seems like a really, really good idea until you die and spawn. You know? Oh no. Okay, they left the ult in the open. Okay, Salty telling his teammate he's gonna sit here, cover the flank. Okay, teammates need to win this, and they will not. Salty in a 1v2 here, knows player is on site. Gets the kill. Nice job, Phoenix. Okay, Phoenix just mollied as well. Now he knows where Phoenix is. Has a blind. Okay, one thing I'll say here, one thing I've been seeing Omens do is they will smoke top bomb, then they will shroud a step onto it after a Paranoia. Oh, I would have loved to seen a quicker peek for info, but we'll go for smokes first. Oh my goodness, that was one hell of a shot by Salty. One thing I will say though is that you can peek that from the top window. You don't have to jump out. You can get the ledge there and see this angle. I would be very, very careful about jumping out. A little teabag, we saw that. Hey, but we respect it. That was a great round. And that was essentially a 1v3 clutch. All right, now time to avoid overtime here. 12 to 11. Let's see what Salty has in store for us. Holding window again. Goes for the smoke. I'm liking this. I'm liking the smokes. Now, what I've noticed is they are not pressuring mid at all. This is something that can be very problematic on Haven, because when you start pressuring mid, you really start to take away some of that power that the attackers have on a 3-bomb site map. And so by not pressuring mid, you kind of just let them have full control, keep you guys pretty much everywhere. So you're all spread out. And as we're seeing, I think with mid pressure here, you might help your A player a little bit, because he is so worried about this push. And then right there, unfortunately, you guys just were not ready for that Phoenix to be close left. That is a spot you always have to check. Players do sit there. I sit there. It's not a very good spot, but it is if nobody checks it. So you just have to be careful of that moving forward. And if you are going to use your Paranoia out like that, make sure you have teammates with you. Remember, it takes you time to use your Paranoia. Bring your team with you for that. They're the ones that really can benefit. All right, we head into overtime here. Salty looking for the rank up. He's currently bronze 3, I believe. Let's see if he can do it. Teammates positioned over towards C. Pressure. Trades going in. Okay, Jet is close. Teammates in garage have to help. He has to converge here. Good blind. Probably gets the Jet. Oh, Jet goes down. Nice. Okay, now sight. Nose rain of CT. Smoke it, Salty. There you go. Perfect. Oh, very dangerous peek, though. He peeked that corner like that. If that player was in that smoke for some reason, I think he sees him. Has to be careful. Got to be careful whenever you're peeking stuff like that, making sure you're not exposing yourself to multiple angles, which is one of the most common mistakes people make when clearing. Wow. Your Sage got ult in this round, which is crazy. Good job by your Sage, honestly. Now you guys are in a 3v1. Omen finds a kill. Your KJ should play off of you, but she's a little far away, which is fine. Nice job there. See, that is very smart. Why is that smart, guys? Because getting on top of stuff is uncommon. People do not expect it. And if he did not hear you, you are essentially up there for free, and he's going to have a hard time finding you. Nice kill there. Match point. All right, so match point starts. We're back here in window on defense. A nice little attack around there to start things off. Let's see what the play is. Okay, they know KJ's over there. This could really benefit Salty. Looks like he's got a little one-way set up with this Omen smoke. But unfortunately, they went out. Oh, gets one kill. Oh, and finds another nice spray control there to pull down through that little window lip and just get the kill. Flashes out. Does it blind sight? It doesn't blind sight. Oh, no. It doesn't blind sight. Salty. We got a blind sight there. I'm going to rewind. I want to see that again. Yeah. Oh, no. Look at this smoke. See how it just misses sight? You want to send that through sight and through logs, because that is going to be the most common spot for players to be in. You also want to wait a second for your team. You want your team to push off your Paranoia. You have to remember that. One of the best things about Omen is that his Paranoia is so large and travels, your team can get a ton of value out of it. So you want to make sure your team is there to help. And it looks like your Sage will go into a 1v1. And she'll clutch it up for the win. Nice little 2v1 from your Sage, and you guys will pick up the game. GG, Salty, and let's sum things up here. All right, so Salty ends the game and gets a rank up, promoted to Silver 1. Very nice job, and a very nice VOD. Now, a few things I want to say about this game. First and foremost, very nicely done, but there are a few things I think we could take away. One, ultimate usage. Ult for info. I would not ult spawn very much, Salty, if you can avoid it. It seems to be one of those things that worked in the beginning of the game. Now it doesn't really work that well. You have to rely so much on super good aim, because if you don't get that kill back there, you essentially wasted your ult and you just, kind of threw the round. Gotta be careful with that. Next, Paranoia. I have to see better Paranoias from you. More value, playing off of your team more with those. It really, really is going to help you moving forward, because a lot of the value of Paranoia, like I've said in the past, comes from setting up your teammates. So being able to do that will be huge. Another thing, I want to see you take a little more time on some of these long range shots. You're very, very quick to snap to people, but you also miss. And the problem there is because you miss, you end up missing that first shot, and then your spray is completely off. And we saw that a few times on fights I think you probably should win and probably thought you should win as well. Definitely can work on that. And then another thing I want to talk about is I think you had pretty good shrouded step usage. I like the fact that we're getting on top of things. I think that's smart. Love the way you played that. You hit some great shots this game as well. I would just say maybe try to establish some more map control in mid with your smokes. Instead of playing super defensive, you could smoke out window, walk it down mid with your team. Things like that are things you want to mix up into your Haven games, because without mid control on this map, you make the game a lot harder for yourself. But with that being said, honestly, this was a great VOD. I learned a lot, and I'm sure a lot of people watching did too. Thanks so much for submitting it, Salty. I do appreciate it, and all your support, and all of everybody's support over on Twitch and on YouTube and all that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you learned something new. If you did, hey, leave a like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next, and I'll see you later. Take it easy, and peace.